Do you have draining, toxic family members who don't believe in you and your dreams? In this video, I will give you 3 tips on how to handle negative family members so you are able to pursue your dreams in 2020 and beyond. Coming up. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Lon Jordan, and I am a speaker and author of Sketched by Design. And I give tips to help people discover their unique design so they can be successful in the 21st century marketplace. So how do you handle toxic family members? Well, first, you must realize your true value. Being around toxic family members can make you question your value and your worth. And many times you don't even know you've been taken advantage of until years down the line. Throughout the years, I've seen and heard of people who went through horrific circumstances in their life. I've heard of parents who pit their kids against each other so that they'll compete for their love. I've had friends who were verbally and physically abused as a child repeatedly. I've had friends whose parents were drug addicts and they had to take care of the family financially and emotionally throughout their entire teenage years. I've even had family members at times who tried to control me. And when you've been through some of these experiences, it makes you question your value and your worth. And having family members that abuse their power over you and manipulate you can erode your confidence. And I want to encourage you to realize that you have worth and you have value. And though your family has hurt you in the past and has made your present difficult, you still have a purpose that you are meant to fulfill with your life. And you have the power to say no and take back control over your life. Realizing and embracing our true value is essential to the foundation we need to start effectively dealing with the toxic family members in our life. If you feel like you're getting value, make sure to click the like button as well as subscribe. And make sure to click the bell to get notified when a new video comes out. What challenges have you had that have made it difficult for you to deal with toxic family members in your life? Let me know in the comment section below. Second tip, you must become self-aware. Every one of us has experienced some type of pain in our life, but very few of us are willing to ask ourselves the serious questions. Like, why do I have low self-esteem? Or why do I approach situations the way that I do? Or why do I have a difficult time communicating what I'm thinking and feeling to another person? Les Brown once stated that most people go through life unthinkingly. Thinking about where you've been, what you've experienced, and how it's impacted your life negatively or positively is essential to being successful in every area of your life. Growing up, I had a lot of abandonment issues from my father leaving me as a child. And over time, I developed a lot of anger. And whenever I started talking to people, a lot of that energy started coming out. And my friends would be like, "Lon, why do you sound so angry?" And I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" But of course, I was in denial about it. But when I started being honest with myself and looking at my past and a lot of the painful experiences I had, I started realizing where a lot of that negative energy was coming from. And so I started working on myself and I started going through the healing process. And eventually I was able to communicate to people in a way where they were able to receive the information. A lot of times we are afraid to look at ourselves because we are afraid of what we might find. But until we have an honest look at ourselves and become self-aware, we'll have a difficult time navigating the relationships around us and having longevity in our career. Third tip, you must make proper boundaries. The question you need to ask yourself is, can I be around toxic family members and still maintain my sanity and control over my life? A lot of times when we talk to toxic family members about how they have hurt us, they end up making us feel guilty, or we end up being drawn back into their toxic environment even further. And this ends up negatively affecting our mental health. One thing you can do to protect your mental health is to minimize the amount of contact you have with toxic family members. And this will look different for each person. For some people, it may be only talking a few times a year. For another person, it may be only attending one event a year with their family. But by minimizing the amount of contact you have with toxic family members, it will help to protect your mental health. And if this doesn't work, it's time to ask yourself another question. And that is it time to cut ties completely with this family member? And this can be incredibly difficult because it's easy to feel a sense of guilt or experience grief due to the loss. But what's more important, you having mental health or losing your health by being connected to a toxic person? By having boundaries, you will be able to have the mental freedom needed to pursue your dreams. Question of the day. What challenges have you had dealing with toxic family members in your life? Let me know in the comments section below. If you feel like this video helped you, make sure to share it with a friend, click the like button, as well as subscribe. See you in the next video.